Hi, this is the Book Trading Initiative by myself, Jeb Despard, Emily Regis, Emily Blizzard, Andrew Permenter, Ben Peterson, and Dylan Anthony. And we are doing the Book Trading Initiative at Stark Elementary School. So we're going to be talking about what drove this product. And initially, we're going to start with the needs assessment that's going to be headed by Andrew.
So the biggest thing we realized was the need for improving reading aptitude scores as a whole to land. All of their elementary schools had low reading aptitude scores. Stark Elementary in particular had a 42% of students at or above reading proficiency grade level, which is just lower than it needs to be. That's less than half. So we decided that we need to encourage reading and improve just reading aptitude scores as a whole so we can increase the success in education down the road.
And another thing to add to this slide, one thing that we also saw in the needs assessment was the income levels of Volusia County, especially in the Stark Elementary School area. And most of these families are not financially able to afford the resources that their children need in order to continue their education through buying new books, affording tutors, and especially what we saw over the COVID year is internet access. And a lot of these homes did not have the internet access, so schools could not go to that option. It was not a viable option for the school to go online and do online schooling during the COVID months. And so that was one thing we had to think about. And we saw a pattern where students, if they are left behind, they usually stay behind. And so this Reading Nook area, this book trading initiative is to confront that issue.
Building off of that, I had personal experience. My neighbor back home was a really good student in all of the other sections of school and struggled with reading. And as he progressed in school, his reading aptitude level just held him back from everything else, because going forwards, everything builds off of reading. Science, you're reading articles. Math, you're doing word problems. History, you're reading articles, etc. So it really can hold you back.
So after identifying a need, we established a plan. Our plan was to provide materials to improve scores. By doing this, we provided a cart that was portable, like seen in our goals. The book cart with the portability would allow it to be able to be moved around to go to things such as recess, in the cafeteria, different classrooms, or in the car line. We additionally provided a reading area. We provided beanbags that allowed it to be a welcoming area for these students to come read and read almost as a hobby rather than being forced to read. And our other goal was Stark continues the operations and takes over this project. And like mentioned, our partner is Stark Elementary School, and we are just so thankful to have them as a partner, as they have welcomed us with open arms. And Principal R has been so helping and really allowed this project to get going and to allow us to achieve our overall goals.
So for the timeline, we originally started where we had to finalize our needs assessment at the end of March. So we figured out that the need for Stark Elementary School wasn't going to be exactly what we originally planned. So I'll show you here on this next slide a picture of what they already have. On the right, it's called a little library, and we were planning on revamping that and totally redoing it so that kids could walk by, see a book that they wanted, open it, and grab it on their way home, whatever it may be. But this was not the exact need that Stark Elementary actually did need at their school, according to Principal R. So we redesigned our project and had to create a reading area in the lobby of the school, as well as a reading cart. So for our timeline, we ended up changing that a little bit, and we had to get the materials that we needed. We purchased everything that we had early April, so April 6th to 8th-ish. We gathered everything we needed, and then this past Saturday, April 10th, we went into the school and set everything up, a rug, a couple of bean bags, the shelving, as well as the cart, where the cart can travel between the different buildings at the school because they're set up kind of in portables. The cart gives the opportunity for all students to grab a book when they can, and that sort of thing. So that's the cart there that'll travel. Just a few pictures here showing what we have. You can see the beanbag, the rug, and we're still working on filling the shelves with more books. Always, that's the plan. I just ordered 70 more books, so hopefully we just keep adding and adding and adding so that these kids have as many opportunities to read as they can.
To accomplish our mission and plan for the book trading initiative, we had to distribute the responsibilities evenly between the group. Emily and I had headed the documentation and communication segment of our project, with keeping in touch with Principal R and really understanding what they needed and adapting our plan to that. I myself was in contact with Principal Library, and we're in the process of having more books donated that are very children specific. And I have also documented all the pictures throughout the slides and the process. Dylan was in charge of gathering and purchasing the materials, so that not only picking out the materials actually on Amazon and Target, but also getting the stipend and adding up how much it would be and how much we needed to ask for to accomplish what we're doing. Jebin and Andrew assembled and put together everything and really installed it. As you saw in the previous pictures, we all met up April 10th as well at the school and kind of all came together, and it was just really fun and a really beneficial experience because we could actually see what we did. And it was really cool to see that it all came together, all three different parts of our group.
So for the so for the sustainability aspect of it, since we were doing the indoor library inside where the main office is, there will be a lot of people overseeing the little library. So there will be people seeing the exchange and making sure that everything works smoothly. And as Dylan said, we are getting a lot more books to put into the shelves, which is very exciting. And for the reflection aspect of it, we really wanted to stress the importance of literacy for children, especially at start, because starting early in reading does set them up for the future and sets them up to do great things and to encourage just reading among students, and which encourage their education.
And then this is our brief abstract of the project and just kind of what we did and what we learned. Thank you very much.